Hi, everyone, and welcome back. Okay, Terry Sanders, we've got this great card.
Yep, got Gracie May on there, my dog.
Okay, now let's talk about this. This was a long time coming. I understand. Tell us, first of all, tell us about California and veterans in California. I understand we put the most GIs out there.
Well, California has the most veterans by population in the union. All right, and the problem is, if you want to call it that, is that as a state we're not receiving the most amount of money from the federal government. But since we have the most amount of veterans, we should. It's just simple math.
So we have a statistical problem in a way. You look at it and say, the numbers don't figure what's going on. It would seem to me obvious that, I guess, vets don't ask for things here.
Well, they don't ask or they don't come in. And so this is a outreach method of, that veteran that might not normally come in and see me and talk to me about VA benefits, well, maybe that'll get them in the door in search of this veteran's ID card, and it gives me the opportunity to talk to them. And talk about benefits, and maybe I can plant a seed and file a claim for them to get them earned benefits later in life, or maybe I'll be able to do one that day.
Okay, now I know you walked in and we talked a little bit about this. You said, Tom, like a guy like you.
Yeah, you.
And a guy like me, I just paid for my own hearing aids. Mm-hmm. I was in the military, worked on jet aircraft, and I'm sure it's contributed, but I wasn't looking at that. I put 4 years in. I say thanks. I had a great time, but I want to go my own way. And I actually think when I was in, that my understanding was that that's it. Because I only served a few years, so I wasn't counting on any great thing. I'm looking out for myself. But I guess there are changes that have been made. So there are things, either that or I had a great misunderstanding when I left.
Well, in most cases, Tom, yeah, you had a misunderstanding.
Okay. Wouldn't be the first myth.
Understand that veterans that served, as long as you do not have an other than honorable type of a discharge, you're eligible for VA benefits. And those benefits are based on compensation for disabilities that you incurred or aggravated while you were in the service. Now, could your hearing loss be attributed to your time in your service? Possibly. I'm not the one that makes that decision, but I'm the one that does the claim for you, and then we let the VA make that decision. And there's other, if the veteran served in Vietnam, just one day in Vietnam, they're considered presumed exposed to Agent Orange. So if they were to come down with diabetes, prostate cancer, lung cancer, there's 13 presumptive diseases. That is a claim that they could be filing for. So the idea is to get that veteran in the door and get that misinformation fixed. And some veterans even think, well, I didn't serve in the war, so I'm not eligible. Well, you don't have to have served in a war to be eligible for VA benefits. You just have to have served in the service and have a honorable discharge of some sort.
Okay. And this, as I understand it, if you were in the service, you know what a DD-214 is. Mm-hmm. Right, I kind of think was that like our walk-in papers?
That was your get out of jail free card.
Okay, all right, and that was something, boy, you didn't ever want to lose.
Right.
I remember back in so it must have been like the 70s. I was buying a house with a Cal Vet loan, and it was a little difficult to find that thing. Mm-hmm.
Well, if you can't locate your DD-214, I can order it for the veteran and get it in 2 to 4 weeks normally. Unless, of course, there was a fire in St. Louis in 1973. It's doubtful that it was during that time frame because it's medical records and personnel records mostly that were destroyed. However, you'll receive a letter from the VA saying, sorry, but your record was destroyed. But most cases, I'd say 99% of the people that request one get one.
Okay, so this is a first step, I guess, really to say if you served in the service. How about for spouses of servicemen?
No, that's just for the veteran. That's not for a spouse at all. So just like the VA, the Veterans Benefits is for the veteran.
Okay, so if you are a veteran and you hear or watch this program, and if you haven't been in, a person should come in probably to get a card like this, because Also, this might be helpful in other ways. What other ways?
Well, the most important way is to understand that you don't have to carry your DD-214 any longer to prove you're a veteran. Secondary way benefit is local businesses do offer veteran discounts. Well, how do you prove you're a veteran? There you go, the ID card. And you flash that ID card, and hopefully the local business honors it and gives the veteran that discount, whether it be 5, 10, or whatever percent off on that purchase.
Okay, now you had to get a special machine in order to make this?
Yes, I did.
Tell us that story.
Well, the state of California gave out an extra $3 million to each county, and what I mean by each county, that $3 million was divided between the counties, and Amador County got approximately $17,000 as our share. So with that money, the county board of supervisors approved me to purchase this ID card machine. And so it's not only backed by the board of supervisors, it's backed by the state of California, California Department of Veterans Affairs, the California Association of County Veteran Service Officers, and I have those seals on the back of the card. If they could show the seals, if you look on there, you can see the Amador County seal and the other two seals I just mentioned, thereby being endorsed by those organizations.
What part did Governor Jerry Brown, play in this?
He's the one that signed the bill that allotted $3 million to the county veteran service officers. That was divided up. Okay. And I have to respond back to what I've done with that money. And I can say this is one of the benefits of getting that money, which has allowed me to make these ID cards. And then I track how many veterans come in, how many ID cards I give out, how many of these veterans I file a claim for. And that's what it's.
Approximately, since you've been working, can you give us an idea, maybe a week would be too short, but say in a month, how many vets maybe come in to talk to you? Is there any kind of an average? So question?
Well, that's kind of hard to say. I get approximately 20 to 30 phone calls a day. Okay. I get approximately anywhere from 10 to 20 veterans walk in my door every day. I do approximately 20 to 25 claims a month. And if you was to look at working days in a month, that means I'm doing one claim a day.
How difficult is it to handle a claim?
For me, not difficult at all.
Okay.
If the veteran brings in all the required documents, I can have the claim filled out and have them sign it and out the door in about 30 minutes. The veteran does the claim on his own. That same time frame is more like 3 hours.
Okay. And, we have about 45 seconds left, I think, before we end our show. You want to maybe look at the camera over there and give a plea to veterans or maybe knuckleheads like me that haven't come on in to get one of these yet?
Yeah, come on down. Call my office at 267-5764. I don't make appointments, but call and make sure I'm there because, like right now, I'm here, so I'm not there. Call. I'll let you know. It takes me about 15 minutes to do this ID card, and you'll be on your way. I'll try to convince you, if necessary, to file a claim, if you have something to file a claim for, because it's about getting something that you have earned. I look forward to seeing you in the office. Thank you.
Okay, so thanks for watching TSPN today, and we had Terry Sanders. He's Amador County's Veteran Service Officer, and
thanks.
Glad you're on board there,
Thanks.
Chief, ex-Chief.
Senior Chief.
You're always a Chief, aren't you?
Senior Chief.
Okay, Senior. Oh, my gosh. Senior Chief. That's even more scary.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again next time. You're watching Amador County's local television network, TSPN.